Dear students, in the last session, I had explained the PCB components identifications. But in this session, I will explain some common PCB components. In the last session, I had explained what is a PCB components. No, what is a PCB component? The PCB components are made up of variety of complex electrical elements. I mean electronic, including resistors, capacitors, diodes, transistor, IC, etc. For the PCB to function effectively, each component must play its role. If one part fails, then the PCB may fail to function as intended. Next, the components of PCB. I will explain some common PCB components. You know basic component, resistor. You know the resistor are one of the most commonly used components in PCBs, and their function is to resist to flow of current by by dissipating electric power as heat. That means the primary function of resistor is to control the flow of current to other parts of a PCB. A majority of them are tan or blue color as shown in the figure, though they are available in a few colors. And the body of a surface with color rings. These rings are a code that indicates the resistor value. So, R is often the indication of resistor locations on PCB. So, this is a PCB board. So, here they are indicating the resistor component R2, R1, R2, R3, R4. That means if more than one resistor, they will be labeled as R1, R2, R3, and they will give number for the components. So R1, R2, R3, R4, they are indicating. Next component, capacitors. These are the next most common component you will find on a PCB. The function of the capacitor is to store the electrical charge. The capacitor play an essential role in storing the electrical charge. They come in large cylinder or little disc shaped gumdrums. These components are non-polarized, and this capacitor is a polarized. So, what is polarized and what is non-polarized capacitors? So, the non-polarized capacitor is one of the type of capacitor that have no implicit polarities. What about the polarized? The polarized capacitor it's also one of the type of capacitor that have specific positive and negative polarities. So, this is the negative lead as shown. This is the positive. They are indicating as negative. So, this is the negative lead and this one is the positive lead. So, this is the electrolytic capacitor. So, C is often the indication of the capacitor locations on PCB. So, this is the PCB boards. So, C4 they are indicating in this board. Here C9 I think. So, in this board C5 C5. So these two are non-polarized. This one is the electrolytic capacitor. It's a polarized capacitor. So if more than one capacitors, they will be labeled as C1, C2, C3 like that. Next component, basic component, inductor. Inductors are, inductors are the last in the family of the linear passive components, along with the resistors and the capacitors. The inductors are stored electric energy in the form of magnetic energy. It is a little bit difficult to identify the inductors. Inductors are often used to filter out or block certain signals. So on a PCB, you can find the inductors either as color coded or it's a raw wired coils. Fortunately, PCB designers use L to indicate the inductor. This is the PCB board, so they are indicating it as L. Next component is the transformer. The transformer, the function of the transformer is to transfer the electric energy from one circuit to another with an increase or decrease in voltage. That means the transformers composed of two coils whose core function is to reduce or stop the power supply. So T is often the indication of the transformer location on the PCB. So this is the indication of transformer. So this is the transformer. So T1 they are indicating. So this T1 is often the indication of the transformer location. Next is the diode. The diode is a device that allows current to flow in one direction only from the anode to cathode. Diode is a rectifier. So the diodes are highly essential on a PCB. So D is often the indication of diode locations. So this is the D location on the PCB. This is the anode, this is the cathode. So white patch is there, this terminal is negative, this terminal is positive. So this terminal is negative and this terminal is positive. Next, LED, light emitting diode. The most popular diode with hobbies in the light emitting diode. As the first part of the name suggests, they are used to emit the light, and it is a diode. So light emitting diode is a crucial component that gives off light. It is necessary part of a PCB and available in a single multi-color, high and low power varieties. Single color and low power LEDs are the most common. So some designers they will indicate on the PCB board as a D, as a CR. So for display, total display, they will use DS also on a PCB. Next, transistor. The transistors are the semiconductor device whose role is to switch or amplify electric power and electric signals. The They come in several types with the bipolar transistor as the most common type. They can be further divided into NPN and PNP transistors, PNP versions. Bipolar transistors have three pins, the base, collector and emitter. So another type of transistor used FET. FETs are used an electric field to activate the other circuit. Next, you can identify the transistors by their three terminals in addition to their D shape. They are indicating as D shape on the printed circuit board as shown in the figure. In this figure. So on a PCB, Q is often the indication of transistor location. So they are indicating as Q. So this is Q1, Q2. There are two transistors is there. So they are labeled as Q1 and Q2. Next. So silicon control rectifier, SCR. It is also known as thyristors. SCR are similar to transistors and diodes. In fact, there are essentially two transistors working together. They also have three LEDs but consist of four silicon layers instead of three and only function as switches and not a amplifier. So silicon controller SCR, a silicon controller rectifier is a semiconductor switch. Next, the primary part of this device is to control the large amount of power using small signals. Next component is the potentiometer. You know the potentiometer are basically variable resistor with three terminals. They are commonly available in rotatory and linear. By rotating the knob in the rotatory, by rotating the knob of this potentiometer, resistance will be changed. A classic example of this potentiometer is the volume controller on radios where this potentiometer control the amount of current to the amplifier. And also the linear potentiometer is the same. The linear potentiometer is the same, that resistance is changed by moving the slider contact on the resistor linearity. So potentiometers are usually marked in ohms by use of three digits as shown in the figure, in this figure. The initial two number indicate the significant figures, with the last providing the power of 10 multipliers. So these are some common PCB components. That means the components used on PCBs. Thank you.